What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. It is like 6 p.m. on, I think, a Tuesday. So I am tired. It is the end of the day, but I'm kind of thinking I could get a project done. So we got the 56 Ford on the lift. So I am having a little bit of driveway erosion that you guys can see. I busted my concrete and it's eroding a little bit right here. So there's a big hole. So sometimes I wash vehicles or wash the floor and everything, and I sweep the water out here, and it's been causing this to erode down quite a bit. And my property slopes down this way a little bit, and it ends up in a hole right here. Which is where I park my semi truck and everything like that. So it's a muddy mess. So my plan is I want to dig a trench right through here and all the way back to the back of the shop. And I cleaned up this a little bit today. And I've got a little hole back here, so I want to dig this out a little bit and dig a trench and build a little evaporation pond just for water when I wash vehicles and stuff like that. So the plan is to take the scraper, put it at an angle, and just sit here and trench through, build a little bit of a trench, fill it up with gravel, make that the low spot. So I got to work this a little bit and make everything slope down to right through here, which it's already kind of naturally doing that. So I'm going to use the scrape blade to make my trench and just put it at a pretty steep angle and see if that works. Today I went and picked up the heaviest load that I've got so far. So see if I can climb up here with one hand. Yeah. So there is 10 tons of 3/4 inch gravel in here. And that's going to be my base to wash vehicles on and to keep out of the mud in that spot. And I don't want any of that out here, so I've got crushed fines here. So I've got to break up this erosion a little bit to get the new washed gravel to seat. So I've got 7 tons. This was when I wasn't sure how much to haul in the dump trailer. So this is 7 tons of crusher fines. And that's what I've got around the property. I mean, it's 20 years old now, but so I'm going to replace a little bit of it with that. I've got the excavator. So I think this will be the best thing to break up the hard ground. And then if I have to, I can use that to break it up a little bit, or the front of the tractor. So we're gonna see how it goes. That's my plan, at least. So yeah, for those of you wondering, the dump trailer hauled 10 tons, no problem. The old semi truck has a little bit of a hard time with it. That's only probably a 200 something horsepower engine in that truck. Just slow and reliable. So not sure what the limiting factor is here on this dump trailer. So you can see we're getting close to the frame here. It has not hit yet. There's no nicks in the paint or anything. Leaf springs look fine. But that is the limit of this trailer. So this is like a 22,000 pound GVW trailer. I keep forgetting what the GVW of this thing is. I got the upgraded tires and everything. And so how that works is this is 9,500 pound axles. So, well, no, I think they're 9,000 pound axles. So 18,000 pounds. I got the upgraded tires, which gives you a 20,000 pound GVW. So I didn't understand that, well, how do you get 20,000 with 18,000 pound axles? Well, some of the weight ends up on your truck. So tongue weight should be 2,000 or 3,000, maybe 4,000 pounds on this. So that's where your extra capacity is. That's why you could go just right to the max, and a little bit ends up on that truck. And I watched when they poured. I've got a video of that. And yeah, it sank the truck down a little bit. So not sure if I would go any more than that, but 10 tons is possible. Let's see. We'll see how it dumps it out. I'm sure it won't have a problem. I think the thing's good to go. So I guess the first step is we'll start trenching and cleaning out some of this dirt, working it to get a little bit of a low spot there. And then I'll just dump the gravel, spread it out with the trailer. So the dirt's gonna absorb some of it, but this ground doesn't absorb a lot of water. So it's actually, my plan is just to have it run into the trench to go out to open air in the back. So just create a low spot, and you're not going to be able to see it. I'll spread out the gravel, but there will be a low spot underneath the gravel and a trench underneath the gravel. Right here, I got to figure out if I want to put the crusher fines over the gravel, or if I need to do some type of a filter fabric surrounding the gravel, kind of like a septic tank or something like that. But I'll figure it out. Probably won't go too extravagant with it. I'll probably just dig a big trench here, fill it full of gravel, and put the crusher fines over top of it, and hopefully it'll work for a little while. Alright, so the first step that I did was get rid of all the super fine dirt, or not all of it, but as much as possible, and get down to hard pack. So there's some pretty hard ground under there. And then dug out my hole a little bit here. So the next step, I'm gonna rake this blade to the side, kick it to the side, and I've never done this before, but I'm gonna try to trench with that blade. Let's see how it goes. Whew, 16 minutes. Alright, so kind of hard to see on camera, but that's my little drain trench there. It's got some depth to it. It should drain, no problem. So you're not going to be able to see this on the surface. I'm going to cover everything over with gravel. And yeah, that should work. And then eventually I'll tie it in right here. And that should work right there. So don't have a bunch of water to mess with, but the little bit that I have, that'll keep me from getting so muddy. looks to be about the right size of load for this project here. So that should spread out pretty much just perfectly here. So 10 tons cost me $170. So not bad. Definitely helps to have your own dump trailer. So we'll see how this spreads out. I'll go through with the tractor and see how it works out. So yeah, I'll give you guys a finished video when I'm all done, probably tomorrow night. All right, there's the gravel all spread out. Got the trench running right through here. So this area is 60 by 20, so gravel's a little bit thick in some parts, but I'd say it was 10 tons of gravel is just the right amount for about 60 times 20, 1,200 square feet, right? So yeah, turned out good. Now I just got to do my right out in front of my shop and see how the water drains. We will see you the next time. Thanks for watching.